That movie sucked.
I kind of liked it.
Movie Night Crew Network.
Imagine the largest concert crowd you've ever seen. A football field packed with millions of fans. Now imagine a field 1,000,000 times that big, packed with people, and imagine the electricity has gone out. There is no noise, no light, no beach ball bouncing around over the crowd. Something tragic has happened backstage. Whispering masses of people are just milling around in the shadows, waiting for a concert that will never start. If you can picture that, you have a pretty good idea what the fields of Asphodel look like. The black grass had been trampled by eons of dead feet. A warm, moist wind blew like the breath of a swamp. Black trees, Grover told me they were poplars, grew in clumps here and there. The cavern ceiling was so high above us it might have been a bank of storm clouds, except for the stalactites, which glowed faint gray and looked wickedly pointed. I tried not to imagine they'd fall on us at any moment, but dotted around the fields were several that had fallen and impaled themselves in the black grass. I guess the dead didn't have to worry about little hazards like being speared by stalactites the size of booster rockets. Annabeth Grover and I tried to blend into the crowd, keeping an eye out for security ghouls. I couldn't help looking for familiar faces among the spirits of Asphodel, but the dead are hard to look at. Their faces shimmer. They all look slightly angry or confused. They will come up to you and speak, but their voices sound like chatter, like bats twittering. Once they realize you can't understand them, they frown and move away. The dead aren't scary. They're just sad. Welcome to Of the Oldest Gods, where we discuss Rick Riordan's role as our godly parent.
I'm Taylor from Cabin 6.
And I'm Charlie from Cabin 13. So at the end of this chapter, Percy bolts from the underworld.
I'm shaking my head.
That's great for audio.
It is. You can probably hear all the emptiness inside my head.
Yeah, it's because there's nothing between your ears.
Nope. Never been.
Oh, we got some stuff to talk about. So tell us what this chapter's about, Taylor.
Yeah, we have many thoughts. So yeah, so here's this lovely chapter. The Asphodel Fields are my concept of purgatory, if I'm being honest. Dark nothingness with nothing to do but stand or wander about aimlessly. Fields of punishment are terrifying. I mean, who wants to listen to opera nonstop? Now, Elysium is the Christian concept of heaven. Although I feel like once you achieve Elysium, why would you risk losing it? Grover is almost pulled in the dark pit that we finally know is Tartarus. Those shoes might be the gifts not to trust. Maybe. Oh wait, also maybe the backpack? Yeah, definitely not the backpack. Dan. Hades makes some valid points about not needing any more fucking dead people in his realm. He already has too much of a headache. Find out the Helm of Darkness is also missing, and Percy had the bolt since Ares gave them the backpack. The pearls are finally useful, and we fail to save the one thing Percy loves, his mom. Time to go face the asshole who keeps fucking these 12-year-olds over.
Oof. Oof, oof, oof. I feel like this chapter is a big oof.
Yeah. So much happens in it.
You would think I would like it, because Hades.
Yeah, but they treat Hades like shit.
Yeah. Speaking of Hades...
yeah, if anybody's wondering, we're still under West Hollywood, theoretically.
Yeah, there is no update on where/why the fuck are we, because...
We're in the underworld. That has been your forecast by me.
Your forecast.
Oh, no, your traffic update. That'll be your traffic update.
And now Zeus with the weather.
Yeah. It's dark. Ooh, I wonder what the temperature is of the fields of this Asphodel.
I mean, I don't know.
Do you think it would be like a nice, like, constant temperature of like 70?
I mean, it's gotta be like just basic, like, boring, like, temperature-wise, right?
Yeah, I feel like 70 is sort of where, like, you don't feel it. I need to submit a request to Hades about his temperature.
So this week on In Case You Missed It, we are talking about Hades. And also Hades. Because that's what the underworld is called. Haha.
But
Yeah. Ooh. I'm gonna have some thoughts here today. If my computer loads this page. Thank you. Alright. So, Hades, the god, the man, the myth, the legend.
Literally the myth.
Yeah. Very much. Do we have an etymology here? I gotta look at here. Okay, so origin is uncertain, but Hades is generally seen as meaning the unseen one, which makes sense because he's like, doesn't anybody call him like the hidden one or something like that?
It was the silent one, and
okay, silent one. But like, it makes sense with like him in the Helm of Darkness and shit. I think it might have been the silent and the rich one.
Yeah, I think that sounds right. Silent one and rich one. That's what it was.
And he's actually the eldest son of Cronus and Rhea. So, fuck you, Zeus, you're the youngest? Why didn't Hades get his first pick?
Yeah, really.
Everything. Excuse me. But he's also apparently the last one regurgitated by Kronos. So.
I mean, he's the first one who gets eaten, so it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, makes sense. Makes sense.
Everybody's on top of him.
Yep. So Hades is the Greek version of him, and I have thoughts on, like, how him and the Roman and everything works, because, like, Pluto isn't exactly the Roman form of him.
Yeah, Pluto's like a combined version.
Yeah, so his Latinized name, Hades' Latinized name is Pluton, and then the Roman god who equates the most to him is it Dis Pater?
Yeah.
Pater?
Pater.
Dis Pater, I think it is pronounced.
I think it's Pater.
Okay, when I look at, like, the pronunciation, it's got, like, it looks like it's saying Pater, but it could be wrong.
So it's been a while since we've had, like, one of these.
One of these? The pronunciation
Oh, it is
things?
Pater.
Yeah,
it is Pater.
Which just means, like, was it father of riches, wealthy father?
Yeah.
Kind of thing? Yeah. Dis Pater. Sounds
okay.
funny to me. Yeah, so he's the Roman god of the underworld, who Hades would be equivalent to, because he covers all the same things. God of underworld, god of wealth, god of, like, the earth itself too, kinda.
Mm-hmm.
And Hades is also kind of equated with Orcus, who's also a god of the underworld, and punisher of broken oaths in Roman mythology. And so they all kind of got equated and merged into Pluto, who is kind of Greek, kind of Roman. His name is Latin, but it says he's the version in classical mythology, which is kind of distinctly Greek-Roman mix.
Yeah.
It's kind of both. So, like, Hades' Roman form, I'm gonna say, is probably Dis Pater, but, like, Pluto isn't necessarily incorrect, but also it's not totally correct.
Yeah, Pluto's like a combo god.
Yes. There are many of those, in fact. Yeah,
Pluto is also Dionysus, it's fine.
Yeah, Hades is also Dionysus.
Exactly!
So is, Poseidon, and remember, Poseidon was once an underworld god. Are you forgetting this fact? Yeah, everyone is Dionysus. We gotta bring it up every episode. Okay, so King of the Underworld, God of Riches and the Dead. Symbols. He's got a lot of fucking symbols here.
Yeah, he does.
Cornucopia. Cypress. Narcissus. Keys. Serpent. Mint.
You know, like you do.
White poplar. In the book, wasn't it black ones? Right? I just read this.
Yeah, I think it was just like a general poplar tree. I don't think they described it as being. I think they just said it's a poplar.
I thought they said black trees or something.
Yeah, they're black, but Grover just says they were poplars.
It would have been more interesting if they were white.
Yeah.
just because, like, that is the symbol. So dogs, pomegranates, sheep, cattle, screech owl.
Yeah.
Ooh, I could talk about that for a second. Horse and chariot. Once again, Hades is beside.
Yeah.
They're both Dionysus.
And guess Athena, too?
Can I find... I don't know if I can find this somewhere. I just, like, want to, like, check myself before I say things. No, I don't know if I can say it. Oops. Yes, this is the right page. I don't know where I found this, but there was one time when I found something about, banshees. You know, banshees, like, the ladies who, like, scream when somebody's gonna die. From Irish folklore. I once found something about them being equated with owls.
I mean, that makes sense.
And to me, that, like, makes sense here with, like, Hades and owls and banshees. It's all, like, death-related.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So, I'm not surprised by it. But I don't know where I saw that.
Yeah, no, that it makes a lot of sense.
God, there is actually, like, a bunch of things, like, still about, like, his name. There's also something here that says he's referred to as the Zeus of the underworld, which, okay.
Okay, Zeus should be the Hades of the sky, because you know what? Fuck him. Fuck
Everything is not
him.
centered on Zeus, so.
Fuck him.
Fuck Zeus!
It's interesting to me because the one thing they call him Adonis is sometimes used, and that's actually second paragraph.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the poetic versions that they call him. And I'm gonna bring up Lore Olympus again, but that's his other name they use.
Fun fact, Adonis is also kind of Dionysus.
Shut up! Why is it all...
Listen, any god that has, like, death and rebirth associations is kind of Dionysus.
That's
and
like
Adonis
all of
has
them.
that. I know. Apollo isn't Dionysus. How about that?
Oh, we got one. We got one.
I mean, Hermes and Dionysus are linked, but I'm gonna say that Hermes is probably a distinct god. And, like, Ares and Aphrodite. Like, there are definitely some gods who are not Dionysus, but, like, the big three, Zeus,
be.
Poseidon, and Hades, are kind of Dionysus. Maybe a little bit less of Zeus, but, like, a little bit of Zeus also.
We haven't seen any definitive proof that he isn't all the gods.
We haven't seen any of these people in the same room. So.
Exactly.
Therefore, we also haven't seen them in the same room as Batman, so Dionysus is Batman.
They're all Batman. Dionysus
is Batman.
This went way downhill real fast.
You're welcome. Alright. We got the god of the underworld. And of course this means he's connected to the Eleusinian mysteries! Yay! We love talking about them, because they involve Hades, Persephone, and Demeter, and it's all weird, and they're mysteries, so we don't actually know what they mean.
Yeah.
But, like, they're somewhat related to, like, death, rebirth, and agriculture. Yay! And, of course, we all know that, Hades' wife is Persephone. Like, OTP. The OTP of Greek mythology. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I mean, he's the only one to not, like, have a bunch of wives and consorts. He just has Persephone. So, like, you know, good for him for being, like, in a committed marriage, even if it probably didn't start out great.
Yeah,
I know.
so, like,
I know what you wanna say, but
okay, so there's like all the things about how marriage. I think I said this like last week or week before or something, but like how marriage and like rape/kidnap are presented in Greek art. It's like the same way with like the man holding the woman's hand and like leading her off. They're like represented in the same way in Greek art a lot of the time. So, this also says that he's obtained his wife and queen Persephone through abduction at the behest of Zeus. So interesting. Oh, there's the Persephone section. I was like, why isn't it right here? No, it's all the way down.
So I got a little distracted because of mint.
Yes.
And like the story of
mint?
how mint is created. And it's
How is mint created?
Persephone gets jealous and turns the nymph Mint into mint.
Ah, okay.
And I don't know why. That always makes me laugh. Because she's like one of the underworld river nymphs. Because those exist. And I don't know. It just makes me laugh, you know?
Huh.
That's why you don't try to seduce Hades. They're in a committed relationship. She's gonna fuck you over.
Oh, I talked about this last episode, right? About Pirithous.
Mm-hmm.
And how he tried to kidnap Persephone, and then Hades was just like, fuck no, I'm gluing your butt to a rock now.
That's still my favorite.
You're welcome. It's the best. But yeah, so like, this is insinuating that Zeus kind of was like, yeah, you can go marry Persephone. So, isn't that also what they did in like Lore and Olympus? Or am I wrong?
Which thing? Sorry.
Lore Olympus. I know like there was some blame on like Zeus or something in Lore Olympus, but I also didn't read it. So
Zeus is just a general like dick in
just
everybody's.
General dick? Okay.
Yeah, everybody just he's just.
So he didn't try to set them up or anything?
No.
No? Okay.
No. The way they meet is, like, in the first chapter, Artemis is, like, best friends with Persephone in Lore Olympus, and she takes Persephone with her to her, like, first party on Olympus. And Hades accidentally kidnaps her. Basically, Aphrodite hears Hades saying that Persephone's, like, the most beautiful woman in the room.
Okay.
And so she, like, does some tricky magic on her, and Hades gets in his car, and he realizes there is a passed-out Persephone in his car.
That's funny.
He does not take advantage of her.
Well, he's Hades. Hades is good.
Hades is great in Lore Olympus. Love him.
I just knew, like, they were making Zeus kind of a dickhead in there, and I was like, alright, did they go with this storyline or not?
Yeah, no, he's just all around terrible.
As he should be, because he's always a dick.
Yeah, so, like, that's sort of his thing, is just, and like, it focuses a lot on Hera and Hades' relationship as siblings, and, just the stress of having to deal with Zeus.
Yeah. I feel like all the other gods should just, like, have like, they just all talk about Zeus. They have their own special, like, group chat.
Yeah.
Where they just complain about Zeus. That's it. That's a thought. Boop doop 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 doop. Yeah, Hades and Persephone. We love them. We stan. They're good.
Yeah, because, like, Zeus technically did give Persephone to Hades. Because Persephone is Zeus's daughter.
Yes.
They never really address who her father is in Lore Olympus, now that I think about it. But, so, like, theoretically, there's that part, and if you want to go with their thinking, Hades was just collecting. But, like...
Yeah.
It's fine.
Listen, they're, like... I just want to, like, root for them because they're just the most, like, consistent couple in mythology, and they're, like, good together.
Yeah, it gets better after, like, the original story.
Like, if you want to say they had, like, a rough meeting, but, like, they're still, like, a good couple after that, and everything's alright.
Yeah, I mean, considering how, like, jealous and, like, protective they get of each other and other things, yeah.
Yeah. They're way better than Zeus and Hera, so I support them. I love them. And also, I'm gonna say again, Persephone is trans. That's just... She has a dead name and everything, and I support her. I love it.
I whatever. I don't follow the reasoning, but okay.
I support it! Okay. Listen, I told this to Ray earlier, my friend Ray, who is visiting me at the moment, and they were like, yeah, no, I understand. You're right. You just don't get it because you're cis.
I think you're reading too much into it, because people can have dead names that are because they're trans.
Yes, people have dead names because they're trans.
I said because... I just
said it.
Yeah, I just had a lot of like students who had dead names, but for like other reasons. So I guess that's where like I had a mix. A lot of them was because of abusive parents, and they changed their names.
It's also because, like, she's, like, a goddess who, like, moves, like, from the underworld to, like, the non-underworlds, the living worlds. And I'm just, like, she's, like, a deity of, like, both. And I'm, like, I see that as, like, a transitional kind of thing, is the thing.
Yeah, it's true. I don't think I would put, like,
I think
the
it's
way
trans-narrative.
Yeah, I guess. I just wouldn't, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, here's Minth. The fact that just name is Minth, that's funny.
And it's the mint plant.
Oh, who's this? Okay, so we got a few people, like, under here.
Minth is, like, a big storyline in the Lore Olympus.
That's funny. Who is this person?
Are you looking at Luce?
Yeah. Who the fuck are you? Okay. Hades abducted her.
The most beautiful of nymphs.
And that's why he has white poplars, because she's a nymph, and that's what her name means.
Huh.
And she's also related to Dionysus. Because of course.
Naturally.
Yeah. This is the first I'm hearing of, like, another person,
yeah,
because
I've never heard of
it doesn't,
this
like,
before.
list her as one of his consorts, but it's like, he fell in love with her, and he abducted her. I don't know who you are. But also, she's a child of Oceanus. Oceanus.
There you go. You got there.
But she's not an Oceanid.
Nope.
But also she's still Doris's sister.
Yes. Doris Jr.'s sister, but not from Doris Sr.
No, she'd be Doris Sr.'s sister. Doris Sr. is the Oceanid.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
I was criticizing your tweet earlier today, because you were just like, oh yeah, the nymph is definitely, the narrate is definitely Doris. And I'm like, but it's Doris Jr. You have to specify.
Don't worry, I have a couple more tweets that are specific about that. Don't you worry.
We're, like, contractually obligated to talk about Dionysus and Doris in every episode.
Yes.
This is how we pray to them.
Yes. We have a contract with the Movie Night Crew Network.
No, we have a contract with the gods directly.
Oh, shit. I didn't sign that. Did you sign my name?
You were there. Maybe you just weren't awake.
That would be fair. I'm normally asleep.
I think that the problem is we don't talk enough about Hestia on this pod, and she's also our patron.
She needs to make things better, you know?
Hestia, as I've said, she is definitely the goddess of found family, and I love her. Oh, okay, wait. I'm still on the Luce page. It says she might just be Persephone. It says Luce is a epithet of Persephone, so that just might be her. Okay, I'm fine with this.
Why is Greek mythology like this? Just give everybody one fucking name.
It's because different places prayed to different gods, and then time happened, and everything got combined.
And then the Fire Nation attacked, and then...
and then everything changed, the Fire Nation attacked, but everybody was still Dionysus.
The one constant.
No, wait. When the world needed him most, he vanished.
No!
Dionysus is the avatar.
No, we need
It's because he bends all the elements.
Where it's Dionysus as Aang.
I want Zach to do that art.
Yeah, Zach. I know you're not listening, but like...
Zach and Alex, when you listen to this, here,
there's
we
our idea
this.
for you.
It's a crossover. All right. We gotta get through this Hades page. Okay. Cults and epithets. This is a big chunk of fucking text here.
Yeah.
Okay, there is just a list, though. I'm gonna go through the list. Which of these is catching my eye? And I can't pronounce half of these, at least.
Why did my computer Chrome just decided to crash? There we go.
Your computer just crashed?
No, just Chrome.
Oh, they're specifically... Okay. Oh, I didn't realize how these are grouped. So he's got, like, his epithets in Greek, and then his epithets in Latin or Etruscan.
And then there's one in Egypt.
There's one in Egypt.
Amenthys?
Amenthys. Okay. It's a reference to this word that I cannot pronounce.
Metempsychosis.
Yeah. Which refers to the transmigration of the soul.
That makes sense.
Cool.
So we have Odysseus, Agelastus?
Okay, I think this is funny. Yeah, the third one where it's like expressive of attracting all people to his empire. Hades attracts all. He attracts all.
Oh, the next one is one who conducts.
He's a conductor?
Choo-choo.
Oh, there's one that's just Guide to the Fates. Wait, what? Okay, one of them is Ophius, and it means he's a blind god? Hades is blind?
According to a couple of these, so Iao is also, like, one that's very specific to Ionia. Oh, they dedicated certain, priests.
Oh, here's another one that's, like, Profundus Jupiter, which just means, like, Jupiter of the lower regions. Which is funny to me, how I just said that. The Jupiter of the lower regions. Wink wink, nudge nudge.
Sovereign of Tartarus. I'm ignoring that.
You're welcome.
Black God. Niger days.
Hades is black, confirmed?
Yeah, I mean...
I don't know. That's what it's saying.
There's
or is it
Prince
just trying to say
Dead.
he's real goth?
Real goth. Just real goth.
Good. I do really hate that it's, like, called the Rape of Persephone, specifically. Oh. Sorry, I just went, like, below this, because that's a long list of things. And artistic representations are always apparently of, like, that.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying, is, like, I think that's just mostly why...
Yeah, because...
people view him as a bad guy, as you associate that and death with him.
Yeah, but, like, rape also specifically meant, like, abduction.
Yeah.
Which, like, is not also good, but it doesn't mean the same thing that we think it means.
Interesting. Pluton is viewed as a more positive.
Well, yeah, because I think that's more of his richer side than his underworld side.
That's fair, and I guess we sort of see that.
I believe that means the rich one, so...
Heroes.
Let's see, how is he depicted?
Young.
Young. Sometimes he has a dark beard on an ebony throne. Sometimes he has a rooster!
Yeah, they're not very descriptive of our boy. He just exists.
He exists. Also, like, the cornucopia thing, which I'm just like, oh yeah, that's also, like, it kind of connects in with, like, the Persephone and Demeter thing, too.
Yeah.
Oh, Realm of Hades. We will get there. That's basically it, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that just puts us into the next thing.
Did I have anything else to say? Oh, I could have said that also, his child is Zagreus, which is important. I didn't talk about his children.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Zagreus, my beautiful, beautiful boy, the first Dionysus, is Hades' son. Also, who is this person? Macaria?
Yeah, I didn't recognize the other ones.
I don't recognize her. She might also be a daughter of Heracles. Weird. Okay. And she might be the goddess of blessed death, though. Okay. Weird. And, yeah, Melinoe, who is, the goddess of, what is it, like, is it ghosts or something? Nightmares and madness. That feels very Dionysus to me.
Yeah.
And also, the Furies.
Yeah.
Mrs. Dodds is child of Hades. Did you know this?
I did.
Did we already say this? We already did. That was like the first episode, right?
Yeah. It was so long ago.
I've forgotten, okay? I forget that Mrs. Dodds is my half-sister, okay?
We recorded that over, like, 6 months ago.
I know. We're 6 months into our relationship, babe. It's an event. We did it. Yeah. That's it. Oh, there's also... Yeah, Plutus, who also kind of exists. Which is also confusing, because that's also kind of Hades.
I was just thinking, because I switched over to the Greek underworld page.
Mm-hmm.
Should we change my godly parent to Hypnos?
Why? Because you're always, like, sleepy?
Or, like, actively asleep?
So, also Hades / the Greek underworld, because, why? Of course, you have to also name it after the god.
After the person,
over
yeah.
Sure,
yeah.
Sure.
I mean, it just makes it easy, you know?
Yeah, but it doesn't, actually.
Nope.
So the underworld.
So you mess it up when you talk about it.
Yes. Yes, you do. The afterlife of the Greek stuff. We have lots of places here. I wish there was a map. I would love a map of this place. I wonder if Rick has one. Do I dare look at the wikis to see if there's a map?
You might take you down a really dark rabbit hole.
It might. Oh, there might be one on his website. Okay. Here we go. There is, like, 5 things on here. There is, in fact, a map of the website. I'm gonna put it in our thing so you can see it. Yeah, it's just got, like, it's interactive, so don't click on it unless you want a billion things to pop up. Yeah, so it's got, like, the River Styx and Charon, Cerberus. I mean, it's very basic.
It's a very
I wanted it
basic...
to show me where all the rivers are, but it shows me, like, just where the Styx is.
Yeah.
It's funny that it has a compass on it, because, like, bro, there is no north, south, east, west.
I'm so confused.
Why?
By the compass, sorry.
What are you confused about?
Why there's a compass.
Yeah. Why are there, like, 3 campfires?
That's your punishment. You have to go sing around a campfire.
I'm just like, it has that in the Fields of Punishment here, but it's just like 3 random campfires. This is so weird. You're gonna link this in the show notes.
Okay.
Okay, so back to the Wikipedia page. We have the rivers of the underworld. We have the Styx, which we all know and love. It's the river you gotta cross to get that Charon takes you over to get to the rest of the underworld. The River of Hatred, named after the goddess Styx. Wow, I wonder if she likes being the goddess of the River of Hatred.
You know.
I wonder if she hates it.
Nope. She loves it.
Probably not.
She loves hating things.
You know, maybe. Then there's the River Acheron, I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
The River of Pain. Oh, wait, no. Oh, this is the Charon takes you over that one. Did Rick get it? Or is it just, like, differs? Oh, no, okay. Sometimes it's the Styx or it's both.
Okay.
So, it depends who you ask. I don't know. The Lev. God, is Levy? How the fuck do you pronounce this shit?
I don't know, but maybe that should be your godly parent. The goddess of forgetfulness.
Listen, are you making fun of me and my ADHD?
You know it's true.
I do. You don't have to call me out on it, though. Okay. I want to say it's either like Lev or Levy or something like that.
I don't know.
But that's the river of forgetfulness, which also becomes a symbol of Hypnos, the god of sleep. And, oh goodness, can I say this? Phlegathon.
Sure.
Yeah. That's the river of fire. And that just made me think of Finding Nemo. The Ring of Fire! The River of Fire!
A fire!
And that's the one that leads to the depths of Tartarus. And then the Coctus? Cocytus?
I think it's Cocytus.
Yeah, Cocytus sounds right. Is there a etymology or something? Or not etymology, but the pronunciation. Okay, it's either Cocytus or Cocytus, because sometimes it has K's, and sometimes it has C's. And that's the River of Wailing. Wonderful. Beautiful.
I like when it's just simple and sweet.
And then it has Oceanus on here, the river that encircles the worlds. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. So the front entrance to the underworld. I think that's funny. What's the front entrance? We got... Oh goodness. We have a lot of people who are like at the front entrance. We have grief, anxiety, diseases, old age, fear, hunger, need, death, agony, and sleep. Yeah.
Okay, so
That's
my
that's a
new
lot of
godly
people.
parent is Cure.
Yeah, anxiety. Oh, wait. Ah, okay, we got a bunch of things here. And then there's also, War, the Furies, and Discord. Discord?
Yep, Discord. Yep.
I hear Discord, and, like, I know it's supposed to be in, like, Eris, the goddess of Discord, but I think of, Discord servers and Discord from My Little Pony. That's all I can think of. It's either the best character or where I spend all of my time.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And then we have a bunch of monsters as well around here. We have centaurs. Scylla, who should be not here, but okay.
She can be wherever she wants to be.
Scylla is supposed to be with, Charybdis. They're supposed to be in, like, the... Okay, I want to call it the Sea of Monsters, but I know that's not actually what it's called in, like, mythology, necessarily.
Yeah, it's that weird, like...
It's like the Mediterranean
chasm.
somewhere-ish.
It's a chasm thing, Mabobber.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it more
Next book.
next book.
Also, Breweries,
Eventually.
the Gorgons, Medusa is here. She has entered the chat. The Lernaean Hydra. Oh my goodness. And in Hades, Zagreus now calls him Lerny, and I think it's so cute. Just the Hydra is now Lerny. So that's what I'm thinking of. Ogarion is here. Okay. I'm saying a lot of names here, and, like, no one listening knows exactly what I'm talking about. But, like, I know what I'm talking about.
I'm just letting it happen, you know?
Also the Chimera and the Harpies. That's just, like, a lot of people that are all just at the entrance.
Yeah, they're all just, you know, hanging out.
Like, why are y'all just, like... the underworld does not need bouncers. You
It
need people to
does.
keep people from leaving. Okay, but, like, death comes for us all. Like, why are people, like, guarding the doors so that people don't come in? Don't put the monsters at the entrance, put them at the exit. So nobody gets to it.
Isn't the entrance and the exit just going to be the same thing?
But I wouldn't put them in the front of the doors, you know what I mean? I put them
That's
at the
fair.
other side.
That's
Being
a
like,
fair
we're
point.
opening the doors for you, so you must come in, and you cannot get out.
Maybe it's to scare them from trying to
Maybe.
escape. I don't know.
There's some weird stuff. We already mentioned that you gotta pay to get into the underworld, so Karen will take you across. He may make exceptions. Ooh, okay. For if you're carrying the golden bow, he will make an exception for you. Oh, this is interesting. I don't remember this, last time we talked about Charon, but it says he's appallingly filthy.
Oh, good.
Excuse me, what happened to his Italian suits?
Yeah, really, though.
And he has, like, an unkempt beard and a dirty cloak. What is this?
That is not the boy we know.
No. My good, like, boy.
Yeah, good.
Good? He's a good boy.
He's just weird.
He's not the goodest boy. He's not Cerberus.
He's just weird.
He's just a dude who's living his life and he needs a pay raise. Like, he's not getting paid enough to babysit these ghosts, so...
That's fair.
And then Cerberus is across the gates, of course. Or across the river, guarding the gates, sorry. Blah, 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 blah. Beyond Cerberus is where the judges are, and then we get all of the other things. So, we've gotten into the underworld. We have Tartarus, which is the pit, but also it's a god, which is funny. The pit is a god. Oh, right. I forgot about it has this thing here. So, like, the pit is where, a bunch of, like, bad people are, and also Cronus. And also, Homer said that Cronus is the king of Tartarus. Okay. Sure. I mean...
Okay.
Hmm?
I don't buy that, but okay.
I mean, sure, like, you know, I don't know who rules Tartarus.
That's fair. I mean, Tartarus is...
It's part of Hades. So, like,
yeah, but Tartarus is like a primordial being.
yeah. I think of, like, if, like, the fields of punishment are, like, you know, the basic prison, the Tartarus is, like, solitary. That's where all, like, the really bad shit goes down, you know?
Fair.
We got Asphodel. I keep saying Ashfidel. Asphodel. That's where just, if you didn't do anything great in your life, that's where you went. You went to the medium place. I have so many good place vibes. I just, wrote down good place vibes on my notes for the chapter. Okay, this is a very specific one. And it's specific to the Aeneid. We have the mourning fields.
Mm-hmm.
Reserved for the souls who wasted their lives on unrequited love. Well, mood. Until Elsa loves me back, I guess I'm going there. Goodbye.
Good luck getting Elsa to love you back. I wish you well on your journey. I don't know how to react to that, bud. I'm just
You're welcome.
concerned.
You reacted very well.
Okay, I'm more concerned.
You're concerned? Why?
Because I just want you to be happy.
I won't. I won't be happy. That's how my life works. I'll be eternally sad.
Nope.
And then we have Elysium, which is, the good place. That's where you go if you did awesome things, or you were a hero and shit. It doesn't have all the places listed here.
I made it to Elysium,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not giving that fucking up to, try for the other thing. The Isle of the Blessed. I'm just gonna take what I got and go.
Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't list the... are the Isles of the Blessed actually, a different thing? Let me see.
I think the Isle of the Blessed is just part of...
I think it's trying to say here that the Isles of the Blessed are just Elysium, and that they're not, a special different thing, necessarily. On the Elysium page.
Oh, you're on the Elysium page. Okay.
Yeah, I just want to, double check this fact, because it also calls them the Isles of the Blessed, specifically.
Mm.
Or the Fortunate Isles, or... Yeah. It's saying that they're all kind of, the same thing. So, I'm gonna say that Rick probably made up some of the... you achieve Elysium 3 times, you get there.
Okay,
So,
that makes sense.
He's allowed to do that. That's fine.
Is he? Is he allowed to do that?
Yes, he is. I believe he also made the Fields of Punishment up, because usually that's just Tartarus. All the bad people, they went to Tartarus. Sisyphus and Tantalus and all of them, they're actually just in the pit. With RK. Oh no! I'm gonna cry.
Don't cry.
I just went to the Tartarus page and I just, went down. I'm like, RK, no! I'm not okay.
It'll be okay, I promise.
It's just so sad. When the rainbow has her wings ripped off and she's thrown into a pit, she made a bad decision.
I agree with you. I am with you 100%.
Just gonna cry. Yes, we got our underworld deities, Hades, Persephone, Hecate. I love her. Goddess of witchcraft.
Hecate is great.
She is.
Hecate is the best.
Yes. Yes, she is. Do you have anything more to say on that?
No, she's just the best. It's fine.
I'm gonna have fun when we get to her in many years, probably. I don't know when. It's gonna be a while. And of course, we got the Furies. I just... This whole time, I just keep thinking about the Hades game. And it's the Furies. Yes, Meg.
You okay, buddy?
No. Meg is the Fury that you can, romance in the game.
Oh.
Yeah. But, you still kill each other. It's sexy. It's pretty sexy.
Okay.
Hermes is also on here. Because, Hermes is a psychopomp. He takes dead souls to the underworld and shit. And we got our judges. Oh boy. Oh. One of which is Minos and Rhadamanthus. He's also a king of Crete. Okay, are they all kings of Crete? No, the third one is Aeacus, and he's god of Aegina. Did I pronounce any of that right? Who knows? I'm sorry, people who speak Greek. I'm sorry. But they all had different roles.
We're trying our best.
They all had different roles. Aeacus was the guardian of the keys. Judged the men of Europe. What? Okay. Rhadamanthus, Lord of Elysium, Judge of the Men of Asia, and Minos was the judge of the final vote. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't super understand.
Okay. We got our boy Charon. Oh, okay. This is something I didn't see on the Charon page before. Here on the Greek underworld page, it's saying that in modern Greek folklore, he was considered more angelic, like the Archangel Michael. Huh. That's interesting. We got our boy, the goodest boy, Cerberus.
The goodest boy to ever exist.
Goodest boy, who is not a snake. Very much not a snake. And we've got Thanatos, the just personification of death. Melinoe, who I mentioned earlier, Nightmares and Madness. Nyx, Goddess of Night. We've already mentioned Tartarus, but he's on here again. And a couple of the rivers are also here. Styx. Oh wait, no, that's the only. That's just a goddess. Achelous? Sure. She symbolizes the mist of death. Goddess of mist and darkness and misery and sadness.
Lovely. I bet she's fun at parties.
Mood. Oh, lovely. We have Eurynomos, who eats the flesh off of the corpses, leaving only their bones. Wow,
yeah, I don't like that.
This is just fun. I feel like I'm just wasting our time just, like, naming people because I'm, like, very interested in this. I'm sorry.
I'm stressed.
You're stressed? Fine. Why are you stressed?
Because death.
Is death stressful? Listener, do you find death stressful? This feels like a commercial to me. Try this instead. Do you find death stressful? Try capturing Thanatos and living forever.
It'll be fine.
Don't
Nothing
do that.
Could go
Sisyphus
wrong.
did this, and that's why he's in Tartarus now, because he fucked up.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah.
Yeah. What does it say here? The dead. It's describing the dead as being very sad, and basically the same way that Rick described them. It's so sad. Oh shit. Okay. We got on the last paragraph of like the dead. Hades itself was free of the concept of time. The dead are aware of both the past and the future. All right. The dead help move the plot of the story in different poems by prophesizing, telling truths unknown to the hero. The only way for humans to communicate with the dead was to suspend time and their normal life to reach Hades, the place beyond immediate perception in time. So, like, when anybody went to Hades, like, they went there for, like, it's like a Narnia situation. Because that's how I have to rationalize that in my head. Like, you go there, but, like, no time has passed if you come back. Unless you're Pirithous and Theseus.
Yeah.
Pirithous, who did not come back, but, no. Theseus, who was rescued by Heracles. Greeks accepted the existence of the soul after death, but saw the afterlife as meaningless.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And I mean, they have the Orpheus story in here, but I'm being brought down by all of this talk here. The ending of here is just sad. So,
yeah.
I think we'll talk about the chapter now.
Yeah, let's.
Oh, we've only been recording for an hour, and I just read off an entire Wikipedia page.
It's fine. It's fine.
Is it fine? Hey, editing Taylor, drink water, take a nap. I love you.
Don't tell me to take a nap. Editing Taylor will do that, and then she won't get anything done.
Well, napping is also good. It's good for you to sleep once in a while.
Except for when I'm just bad at sleeping at night. Like, I'm really bad at sleeping at night. Even if I don't take a nap during the day, I still can't go to bed at night.
Are you saying you're a night owl?
I am, though. I blame my mom, because my mom worked third shift the entire time she was, like, pregnant with me, and I think it just fucked me up forever. That's my theory. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom!
No, my mom's fine. I actually talked to her today. Good times. My favorite part of the phone call was when my sister came over, screamed, "Hi, TT! I love you!" Blew a kiss, and then screamed as she ran away. I was like, classic 2-year-old. Love it. Love it. Okay.
We're in the underworld.
Welcome,
still.
newly deceased.
Welcome, newly deceased. Judgments for Elysium and eternal damnation. Oh my goodness.
We need some art of that.
Oh my goodness. Probably.
So we have these two lines.
That lovely description of the sadness and how the dead are.
Yeah, it's just nothingness.
I don't like Asphodel. It sounds actually like hell. I know that's supposed to be the medium place, but like, I have ADHD. I would not be able to just like stand there.
Oh yeah, you would be.
No.
You'd be like running around in the field.
Yeah, probably. I'd be like
running laps.
until I got tired and then I slept forever. Can the dead sleep?
That's fine. No.
Can ghosts sleep?
I think it would be better than running naked through cactus patches.
Is that what it says for somebody?
Yeah. I could see people being chased by hellhounds, burned at the stake, forced to run naked through cactus patches, or listen to opera music. I actually don't mind opera music. I
mean, it wouldn't be eternal torment. It just would be like, maybe that'd be my medium place. Just listening to opera music. Be like, I mean, okay.
I could be listening to better music. I could be listening to better music, I guess.
But like, it's not horrible. I just don't know what they're saying.
And we also see Sisyphus out in the distance. And apparently he sees worse things that he doesn't want to describe. And like, thanks Percy for saving us that.
Yay!
Yikes.
And then we see Elysium, which is like a giant barbecue. And okay, they have rainbow grass. Yeah,
that's fucking...
Sorry, confirmed, the gays go to the good place. The gays get to go to heaven. Here.
I like how the housing changes based on, like, the period you died in. That's my favorite part of this.
No, it should change based off of what you want to live in.
So you really are making this the good place.
Yes. Yes, I am. I'll take either, a medieval castle with plumbing or a Victorian mansion. As long as it has plumbing. Unless I don't have to pee in, like, ghost form. I'm fine.
Oh yeah, I mean, would you have to use the bathroom if you...
Questions I have. Do you have to use the bathroom when you're a ghost? And also, do you sleep? I feel like even as a ghost, I would want to be able to sleep. You know? Sleep is nice.
Yeah.
Hypnos is a god of the underworld, so, like, can you sleep? Is that what they're trying to say there?
Maybe if you ask really nicely.
Fair.
I mean, that would be part of my heaven, you know, like being able to sleep all the time.
Being able to sleep without Joe interrupting.
He did let me sleep today. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
He's gonna be gone all weekend hanging out with friends, and I'm real excited to sleep. I just don't... I feel less judged if he's not here. Now you all know my secret to my relationship. We just hope the other person's not going to be home so we can sleep. Well, for him, I don't know what he does. He just sits on his phone. That's his main. He watches bike videos on my YouTube account. And then I
feel like that screws up, like, the algorithm for you.
Yeah, then I get a bunch of, like, recommended videos about bikes.
Joe, get your own YouTube account.
No, it's just the one that's hooked up to our TVs. It's fine. It's fine. So, yeah,
this is just a lot of, like, descriptions of where they are. They also see the Furies overhead, waiting for them as they try to go toward Hades. What?
I do have a quick question. It says they're walking for miles.
That's like, a lot of walking.
How long are they there? Like, I know that time doesn't change outside.
Except it kind of does.
Yeah.
Because I think it was, like, the 20th when they got in there, and then it's
the
the
night
21st.
of the 20th, and they come out in the morning, but, like...
Rick, didn't you pay attention? This is Narnia rules. Unless you're Theseus.
Grover wants to go check out Elysium.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And then guess what happens when he tries to go to Elysium? The sneakers pull him away. It's because he wasn't meant to go there, actually.
911.
Yeah, 911. He could have said Mayday.
You know that? he says Maya.
Yeah.
And then he says Maya already. 911, help.
Well, he's trying to, like, get the shoes to turn off.
Yeah, I know.
But, like, I would have said Mayday, because he's, like, flying in midair.
Yeah.
That's, like, the plane distress signal, right?
Yeah, I like how he thought 911 might help. It might help. I mean, I guess
I think he's trying
to
say 911 to them to tell them he's not trying to do this. But,
yeah.
like, yeah.
And Annabeth did have a good idea of trying to untie the shoes, but, you know...
It's kind of hard when they're pulling you.
Yeah. That would be some, like, advanced setups.
But, like, just... It's not good.
Yeah, and, like, they think it's gonna go to Hades' palace, but instead
it takes them to this, like, weird other dark place. And Percy's like, it smelled evil down here. And I just want to know, Percy, what does evil smell like?
Oh, yeah. It smells like lightning.
It smells like lightning?
Because
Zeus?
Zeus is evil. Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Smells like ozone.
Yeah. But thank God Grover has fake feet.
Yeah, like...
Otherwise, he would be in the pit. Would not be good. And he just, like, hits a rock and the shoes come off.
Percy, like, freezes because he realizes where they're at.
Uh-huh.
It's from his dream. And, like... It confirms that Annabeth did know what she thought, and she was just really hoping it wasn't going to be that.
Yep.
And holy shit.
Percy says his backpack also feels heavier at this moment.
There's just so much.
No reason why that's important.
No. We don't learn about that later in this chapter. It's fine.
No, we don't.
But, like, poor Grover, he's scratched up, he's bleeding, he's got goat-style eyes.
Goat-style eyes. I wonder if he is part goat. Huh.
And yeah. Percy's like, I hear something.
What the fuck? There's, like, cult chanting in, like, a different language down there. That's just, like, even more terrifying to me.
Yeah, there's a lot
of scary vibes. Thank you, Rick, for making this children's book, kind of terrifying here.
Yeah, I'm at... Chanting in general, like...
I might be a child of Hades, I might like the, like, you know, the goth vibes, but, like, this is, not great. Not great.
Well, you think, like, Hellfire from Hunchback of Notre Dame and the chanting just adds an extra layer to it, you know? If you want to make something scarier, add some chanting.
And that's just, like, Christian chanting, which is, like, a different kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah. I mean, it's in Latin, so it's close to Greek. Although he says it's older than Greek.
But there's just, like, a different vibe to Christian chanting. Which is also unsettling to me. Yeah,
it's unsettling to me for different reasons.
I know.
It's fine. They just hate the gays.
We're fine. We're totally fine.
They just hate the gays a little.
Yeah, so... Grover just doesn't understand what's going on here. He's just like, is that one of Hades' pets? But Annabeth knows what's going on.
And she's like, yo, we gotta go. We gotta go.
She's not gonna say the name, because names have power, and also they're, like, right there.
Yeah.
So that'd probably be real bad.
Yeah, and the backpack continues to be a problem, because they're trying to run, and then he slips and falls in the gravel, and there was a good chance he was gonna get sucked in had he been any closer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So what's in the pit? Because you and I know what's down there. Is he just going, I just want to eat them?
I mean, well, do you mean, like, the pit itself, or the person who's down there?
Well, see, I'm trying to decide if Tartarus itself is, or if it's the person that we know.
It could be both. They could be on, like, the same side.
No, that's fair.
Because, like, I don't know. Do you imagine that Tartarus, the opening of the pit is Tartarus's mouth?
See, I don't know.
There are only so many crevices on a body, Taylor. So
I have so many questions about Tartarus as, like, an entity.
Plot twist. The opening of the pit is actually Tartarus's butthole.
Well, then wouldn't it be, blowing out?
Maybe. God, so, slight tangent. Taylor, do you know the story of, how Maui tried to undo death?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, when Maui just kind of crawls up the goddess's vagina and tries to undo it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And that's how he dies.
Because that's how you undo death. By dying.
Yep.
Vaginas are weird, man.
Yeah, they are.
But penises are worse, so.
Oi.
Okay.
Yeah, the tangent. It's so fun. So we see the gates, and they got some scary engravings on them. Not fun. I don't like thinking about them.
Yeah. I think it's very interesting, like, how he's like, I think they're just things that have come to pass. I don't think they were prophecies that came true, because I think there would be more than that on there.
Mm-hmm.
So I disagree
just
with Percy there. But
as death happens, more scenes appear on them, probably.
Yeah, like, I like where he was going with it. I think it was a good thought, especially for Percy. I'll give him, I like to give him props when he has good thoughts.
Yeah. I just don't love the vibes of this version of the underworld as much. I like
the garden. The garden's interesting.
No, yes, the garden is good. The garden is very good because it's Persephone's, and
yeah,
we love that for her, that she has her own special place. I just like more Haunted Mansion vibes. I wish it was more Haunted Mansion than, like, torture, death, terrible sadness. Give me some more happy death vibes, y'all.
Happy death vibes?
Listen, I know it's, like, the afterlife and y'all are dead, but, like, y'all can be partying just a little bit.
They can't talk, they just chatter at each other.
I know, and that makes me sad.
I wonder what that noise sounds like.
They're, like, chittering.
So like
bats. And now I'm thinking of, like, the opening of Scooby-Doo. Yeah, so, don't eat the food, because if you eat the food, then you will be stuck in the underworlds.
Fucking Grover.
Oh, wait.
Like, he's the one who's the oldest and should know all of these things, and he's the one who almost eats it.
Yeah, Grover. But also, this is just like the Fey Realm. Don't eat the food, y'all. Don't eat the food. Unless you want to marry the Fairy Queen, like me.
I feel like we always have to have that PSA of, like, don't eat the food in the Fairy Realm.
Don't eat the food in the Fairy Realm unless you want to become the partner of the Fairy Queen. Do you want to marry the Fairy Queen, Taylor?
No. I haven't met her, and, it's just part of my personality that I don't think I could.
Well, I think you'd probably, like, have to have dinner with her in order to eat the food.
Oh, that's fair. So maybe I could form that relationship before. I'll have to think about it. I'll let you know next week.
Okay. When you go to the Fey Realm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Fairy Realm in the next week, and I'll let you know how it went.
And then Taylor will be podcasting from the Fey Realm.
Yeah. If I'm not here next week, it's because I forgot to take my podcasting equipment to the Fairy Realm.
Yeah, so we got tons of skeletons. I do like that vibe. We got lots of skeletons.
I like how he did this with, like, some of them are in Greek armor,
some of them are
red coat uniforms,
some camo.
And then you have, like, the different spears and muskets and M16s, like the different representation. And we get another sort of view into the sort of thing next book with a different instance. So I very much like that it's here now.
And then just Grover's comment here, I bet Hades doesn't have trouble with door-to-door salesmen. And I said in my notes, but, like, isn't Hermes kind of a door-to-door salesman? He's literally, like, delivering things, and I don't know, I imagine him also, like, giving you, like, the like, commercial products, like, hey, do you want this magazine subscription? That's just how I imagine Hermes.
Oh, Hermes.
I love him.
What a man. What a man. I have so many opinions about Hermes.
Again, Percy is complaining about his backpack weighing as much as a bowling ball. Just gonna keep saying that constantly.
Yeah. Something's heavy, you know? Just heavy.
Something's heavy. I wonder why. And then we meet Hades. And
I like how it's a hot wind, because I always, like, picture Hades as being cold.
wait, what? What'd you say? It's
a hot wind blew down the corridor, and I don't know, I always picture it being cold.
Yeah, I mean, Persephone's not there, so it shouldn't be a hot wind. Listen, Hades and Persephone, hottest power couple.
I'm not gonna disagree with that.
Exactly.
Entrez-vous.
Annabeth speaks French.
Naturally. Just that one phrase.
And then we see Hades, and he's the only god that Percy meets, which looks godlike. He's got his black robes, his crown of gold, he's got long black hair, and he looks as dangerous and graceful as a panther.
And he radiates power.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And also, wait, a throne of human bones. Now, that's the vibe. That is the vibe.
Now, the part that we have a problem with.
Where he looks like Hitler? And Napoleon?
And terrorist leaders
who direct suicide bombers.
And, okay, whatever. You can make it be like Napoleon or something, but...
Like, Napoleon is the least offensive of these?
I mean, Napoleon... He
wasn't a good guy. I'm not gonna say that.
I would not equate him with Hitler.
No.
In the slightest. He was just power hungry, like most rulers. Like,
he was just
whatever.
An annoying French dude.
But the other ones... I don't think anybody should use Hitler as, like, a descriptor of something. Unless you're literally talking about genocide.
Unless you're literally talking about Hitler.
Yeah, and then this sort of goes back to our problem with Medusa's description, with this description of suicide bombers and terrorist leaders, because this book came out in 2005. This is 4 years removed from 9/11.
Yeah.
And there was already so many dangerous stereotypes already happening. This is just such a continuation of that narrative, and like we've talked about, like, Hades isn't necessarily an evil character in the myths. Obviously, there are much worse characters in the myths.
He's not a bad guy. He just does his job.
Yeah.
Honestly, he just does his job.
He probably does his job better than the other two, really.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how well Poseidon does his job. But,
right, yeah.
He also sucks.
Yeah, so I don't know. I have so many problems with that.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's
just a big oof. That's what this is, a big oof.
Yeah, just say that he has evil charisma or something.
Yeah.
Or, intense eyes. Something,
but, once again, this is kind of the whole World War II... all the children of Hades were, Nazis insinuation.
Yeah. I can deal with the Hitler one a little more than I can deal with the terrorist leaders one.
God, I'm just...
Because, especially... it's still a huge problem today, but, especially that close to 9/11 when people from Middle Eastern communities who lived in the United States were facing so much stigmatism.
So yeah, in this chapter, we find out that Hades is not the villain, but also he's still described as looking like villainous people, which is not great.
I like the part, the next page where his ADHD kicks in, and he's talking about his robes and how they have the faces of torment. And he's just like, what horrible things would you have to do in your life to get woven into Hades' underwear? He assumes he's wearing underwear. Yeah. Bold of him to assume.
Hades is just freeballing it, you know?
If you're wearing that many robes, you might as well.
Yeah. But also, I kind of like the vibes of his clothing then. That feels very good, very goth.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Percy has his 2 requests for Hades, but he only gets through the first one before
Look, sir, there can't be a war among the gods. It would be bad.
Really bad.
Please, sir.
Sir. Please, sir. Return Zeus's master bolt to me. And then Hades just like, the fuck? What are you talking about?
I don't have it.
I don't
you
have
dumbass.
it. Like, why are you lying to me? I know you have the things. What, like, are you gonna keep lying to me after what you did? After what you did?
I like how everybody's, like, so on board with Percy having done it. Percy didn't know he was demigod until a few weeks ago.
But they think that's all a lie. They don't believe him.
But, like, Zeus is supposed to be, like, all-seeing almost,
no.
And...
You're assuming too much of Zeus.
That's fair. I am.
Zeus does not
right.
actually see shit. He has bad eyesight, actually.
He's too busy fucking everything that moves.
He has bad eyesight, and he doesn't wear his glasses. Which is why he fucks cows.
A little different, I think. I've never, like, touched a cow, but I'm gonna, like, imagine that a woman's body, and a man's, because we know, feel a little different than a cow. I'm concerned about all of his senses now.
Zeus, wear your goddamn glasses. Okay. Yeah, so Percy's like, what did I do? What are you talking about? And Hades is, of course, like, why the fuck would I want war? I have enough subjects. Literally, the dead outnumber people that are living.
To go away. Take them away.
Like, I don't need to expand my kingdom.
More. Don't bring me more.
I think it's funny. He's like, I'm the god of riches, but, like, I'm, like, now poor because I have so many fucking people to deal with.
He just goes on this, like...
God, somebody help Hades. Like,
he's just, like, real stressed. It's like he hasn't been able to talk about some of this stuff to anybody because Persephone is tired of hearing about it.
Well, she's also not there right now, so, like, this is his
she's
real
not there right now because it
time.
is summer.
So, like...
So it's like...
He doesn't even have his wife to, like, help him deal with this stress.
Don't get me started on Charon.
Yeah. It's so much stuff. And Percy's just like, but, like, you took the bolt, right? And he's like, no. Fuck no. I see the plan that's happening here. You were the thief. Your father thought you could keep this little secret. But, like, no. No, it's... And
then he also lets slip that the helm is missing.
Yeah. He's like, Percy, you stole my helm. But no, Percy didn't do that. Annabeth's like, your helm of darkness is missing? What?
And he's like, I haven't said anything because nobody's gonna give a fuck, and he's probably right.
Yeah. Not wrong. Yeah, it's a lot of, like... Hades just going off here.
His counter-proposal, return my helm now, or I will stop death.
Yeah, that's so scary.
I will open the earth and have the dead pour back into the world. I will make your lands a nightmare.
And you, Percy Jackson, your skeleton will lead my army out of Hades.
The fuck?
Yeah.
I like how he's like, you're as bad as Zeus, and oh man, that's a real big insult, man.
I like the fact that Hades uses Hades as the term for the underworld.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, Tartarus is both, like, a god and a place, and Hades is both a god and a place.
Yeah.
So the entrance to Hades is also Hades' butthole.
And finally... Finally, Percy opens his backpack and finds out that he's had the fucking bolt ever since they saw Ares.
What? No, is that who gave him the backpack?
Oh, no. Maybe that's why it came back to him at the casino. What?
His backpack is a boomerang?
Because you can't throw out a fucking... the master bolt.
Or the backpack just...
No, if it's maybe Percy Asaka? He's Boomerang Boy now?
I mean, Water Tribe, Son of Poseidon.
Yes.
But
Makes sense.
But also the backpack grew legs. It's like the bag in Halloween Town.
Oh, perfect.
This is how I communicate, Taylor. I must reference all of the media I consume.
Which is a lot of media.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's fine. It's fine.
So Percy has the bolt, and he's like, what? No. What? And he's like, you came to bargain for her. And we see Sally.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Oh, goodness. I want an edit now of, like, that, of Percy doing that. Hades, I've come to bargain.
And, so he sees his mom.
So Hades typically took her because of this whole thing with Percy. Being like, I knew you had the helm all along. I knew you would come and return it. But he doesn't have the helm. But he does have the pearls! And he's gonna use them. But he only has 3 of them. So Hades kind of goads him like, oh, which of your friends will you leave here? And Annabeth and Grover are like, I'll stay. But, like, this whole thing with Grover, I feel like it's so very glossed over. I don't have a soul. It's fine. I'll be reincarnated as a flower or something. Grover! No! I don't want this!
Yeah.
I mean, Grover would be a lovely flower.
Yeah.
But, like...
He would be beautiful.
He would be amazing. But, like, we just gloss over the fact that satyrs don't have souls.
Yeah.
Does that mean he would turn into a nymph in his next life, technically?
He might. I think he'd be a good nymph.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, so...
That's the trans narrative we need.
Yes. Wait.
Because most nymphs aren't like all nymphs female? For the most part?
I think, I could be wrong, but I think Rick might have some that are male too? Rick, specifically. But
yeah.
Mythology,
I think in regular mythology, just female.
They're usually female. But also, they're plants, so they're non-binary, and also
That's
usually
fair.
intersex, so...
That's fair. Yeah, there you go. The trans narrative we need.
All nymphs are trans.
Yes. Literally.
Yeah. Yeah, so Percy's like, take these, we are gonna bolt out of here.
Bye!
See ya! And Percy...
Like how he says, remember about Charon's fairies.
Yes. No, I just love how, like, as he's leaving, he's like, remember Charon's fairies, I will find your helm, uncle. Also, don't forget to play with your dog. He likes red rubber balls. Good boy.
Hey, he was thinking about everyone.
Yeah. And then Percy just leaves. Like, they go in these bubbles, and they float up, and then they're in the water.
Get back in the Santa Monica Bay. You're getting mercury poison.
And also, there's a shark there for, like, 2 seconds, and Percy's like, beat it.
Why didn't he have the shark help them get to...
Well, this wasn't the nice shark from earlier, apparently.
Yeah, but I'm sure he could have, like, talked to the shark.
Yeah, but, like, he didn't want to scare his friends. Like, maybe Grover is uncomfortable with sharks. You don't know.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's fair.
It's apparently the summer solstice now. Los Angeles is
and we
on
also
fire.
Yeah. Because Hades set off a fucking earthquake. It's fine.
Even though Poseidon is the god of earthquakes, Hades is the one who specifically sets off earthquakes in LA.
Yeah, because it's just while he's pissed off about something. Which seems to be often.
And now Percy's like, I'm gonna go fuck up Ares. Even though he never actually says in the chapter that it's Ares, but, like, we know. We know.
Yeah, we know.
Because we can understand this fact, and also we knew before.
We have context.
Yeah.
That we can follow because we're adults.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So that was the chapter.
I haven't checked.
We had thoughts.
I'm still pissed off about the description.
Yep.
In case you're wondering.
Oy, oy, oy. It was a freaking time.
We're leading into the climax.
Mm-hmm.
We're practically there.
And we have, like 3 more chapters left?
Yes.
So
that was
3 more
chapter
chapters.
19? Yeah. 3 more chapter.
Wow.
I battle my jerk relative. I settle my tab. A prophecy comes true.
Yeah. Some good shit.
So, I guess this is a decent time to let listeners know, like, what our future holds. I mean, we'll talk about it more. We are going to take, like, a month break after we were done with this book, per Pod Daddy's instructions. We were only going to take a week off, but, like, she was very adamant. So we're going to take a month off.
Yeah, Christina,
but before we
this
do
is
that,
because of you.
before we do that, we will cover the movie with our friend Jason, who is the editor for Movie Night Crew. And then we're gonna do a little crossover episode with our friends from the restricted section to sort Harry Potter
excited.
Into cabins and Percy Jackson characters into houses.
I'm excited
it's gonna be
for all these things
fun.
coming up.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just a little preview. So we'll be putting stuff out until the end of July. But then we will take a little break until the beginning of September. So we'll also have a couple surprises here and there in that bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't want to miss Percy's birthday.
Yeah. And maybe there will be a new trailer before season 2, perhaps.
Maybe. Most likely. Unless something happens. Which it could, because it's us.
Listen, we're gonna try.
We're gonna try our damn best.
Taylor, what's your plug for this week?
Okay, my plug is a little non-traditional this week.
Oh.
My plug is HelloFresh.
Oh my goodness! This is not sponsored.
Okay. This is not sponsored. I just really... So, we've started doing HelloFresh to try and, like, eat healthier and eat, like, different stuff instead of the same shit all the time. And, it's just... We tried couscous for the first time tonight because of it, and it was so good. Oh, so good. And I know Christina is also doing it to sort of move to a more plant-based diet, because they've got, like, a variety of plans to do it, and I don't know, it just makes meal prep for me much easier, because then I'm not trying to figure out what to eat 3 nights of the week, because it all comes to me. And less grocery shopping I have to do, and I don't know, it's sort of nice. Joe and I like making dinner together.
Fun stuff.
Joe gets stressed out because I don't normally use recipes to make dinner. So he can't normally help me. But because there's a recipe, he can help.
Yay! Good shit.
So yeah, no, we are not sponsored, but
Taylor just likes it.
I like it, and I know Christina will back me up if you want to ask about the plant-based.
HelloFresh, sponsor us. We're giving you free money with just saying this.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to sponsor us, HelloFresh, let us know. I love you immensely. And, like, I had tried it in the past, and, like, the company itself has improved so much, like, in the couple years since I last tried it. So, the produce is always, like, really nice and fresh, and the recipes are great, and it's customizable, so would super recommend. That is my plug for the week.
My plug, if you couldn't tell, I think I've mentioned it a few times in this episode, in fact, is the game Hades.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I am sure. I've been playing it a lot recently. In fact, both me and Ray have been playing it, like, in the same room as they've been visiting, and it's great. It's just a lot of vibes.
Just vibes. That's all we're here for. Vibes.
It's so funny, like, because, like, Ray and I play video games, like, so differently, and typically, I'm very Gryffindor when it comes to video games. They're just like, oh yeah, like, I dodge things, and, like, I fight this way. I'm like, just like, no, I just go head in first and just, like, try to kill them and not die myself. And I also don't listen to music much, because I'm usually listening to pods while I play, or, like, watching the show. So I've been listening to the album a lot, too. It's good music. It's good vibes. Zagreus is great. I'm mentioning Ray a lot, but also they gave me this really good, it's technically like a cell phone charm, but like, I mean, you've seen this, Taylor, but like, it's Dionysus from the Hades game.
Yeah, you should share that on our Instagram.
I should. Remind me to do that when this episode comes out. Yeah, it's way too big to be a actual cell phone charm. And also, how the fuck do cell phone charms even work nowadays?
I don't know.
So it's just hanging above my desk. But it's our Lord and Savior Dionysus. But also, he's like just super fucking hot in the game. I think the world knows this. Yeah, and it's just good. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just good, and I love all the fan art of Zagreus, my boy. Yeah. Also, Meg is really hot too. She can step on me anytime.
My god.
She does, in fact, in the game. She kills you.
I figured, but it was just a you way to say that. Oh, yeah.
Listen, I'm thirsty.
What a weird episode this has been.
Yeah. I'm sorry for constantly saying everything is a butthole, but, like, I thought it was funny.
I decided to take a drink at that point, thank you.
You're welcome. See, the fun thing about this is that, like, the restricted section, they're all, like, a little bit intoxicated, and I'm just, like, drinking Powerade, and I come up with my bullshit.
Yeah, we're sitting here completely sober, and this is what's coming.
This is just the vibe.
I, like, occasionally will drink something tiny, but nope, this is just
I'm
us.
just this chaotic a lot of the time, so it's just how it is. Oy. Well, I feel like our outro is not appropriate for this episode.
Shh, they don't need to know.
But Taylor, this is... We finally are in bed together. So
Yes, dear listener, I am not in the closet today. I have been recording in my bed.
She's not in the closet for, like, one of the last episodes we'll record in Pride Month.
It took me 23 years, but I did it. I finally came out of the closet. Ay.
I don't know how to end this now, but, yeah. Taylor, come out of your fucking bed, I guess.
You can follow the podcast socials at Of the Eldest Gods Pod on Instagram and at Of the Eldest Gods on Twitter. You can send an iris message to us through oftheeldestgodspod@gmail.com. You can follow me, Taylor, at Taylor from Cabin 6 on Instagram, and Historical Femme, spelled FEMME, on Twitter. Catch me on episodes of the Restricted Section, Hell from Elsewhere, and True Stories of a Tryhard.
You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms, mainly Instagram and Tumblr. But on Twitter, I'm at GreenPixie123, which I'm not salty about. No, not at all. I also have an art Instagram that I sometimes use at GreenPixieDraws. Sometimes do the YouTube thing on my channel, Charlie Mack. That's MACK.
Our music was written by Nora Strauss-Riggs and recorded and edited by Ian Emmerich. You can find Nora at Kane_I, that's I as in the body part, on Instagram and Twitter. Feel free to message her about making music for your project or editing your pod. She's the host of Siblings and Fandoms, where Nora and her sister Maddie talk about fandoms they're part of, ones they're not, and everything in between. She is also the host of Modern Musical Origin, which is an informative show delving into the history of different instruments and styles of music. You can find both of those pods on all the major podcasting apps. We are proud to be a part of the Movie Night Crew Network, which features the Restricted Section, a chapter-by-chapter Harry Potter pod with lots of spoilers all the time, the Movie Night Crew, join some friends as they react to some terrible, some meh, and some really great movies, Fandom's Gone Wrong, a fandom-filled show co-hosted by our own Charlie, My Cabbages, an Avatar podcast that follows the true hero of the Avatar The Last Airbender series, the Cabbage Cart Guy, and Content and Capable, where we follow Sam as he tries to figure out what it truly means to adult.
Hi, my name is Sam, and I've recently become an adult, but let's be honest, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Like, can I still enjoy the kiddie rides at theme parks? And how do I look important and feel relaxed while travelling? Join me as I ask people how they are content with their life and feel capable as a functioning adult in society. Each Monday, myself and a guest will chat about a topic they feel passionate about and our adventures and struggles of being an adult in the real world.
Of the Eldest Gods is based on the series by Rick Riordan. Right now, we are discussing Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Remember to follow us on your favorite podcatcher and meet us back here every Thursday.
I'm just gonna read the headline of this. Police break up exorcism at PA Home Depot. Oh, it was in the lumber aisle. According to reports, the exorcism was held for the trees that had been turned into lumber. There is no indication the incident had anything to do with the price of lumber. What the hell?
That movie sucked. I kind of liked it.
Movie Night Crew Network.